this situation seems very intimidating and very overwhelming. But trust me, I've faced much worse situations. So I don't want you to worry, okay? I want you to relax. No matter how hopeless a situation seems, there is always a way out, okay? So right now, what I need you to do for me is just to stay really focused on the here and now. Can you do that for me? I just want you to put all of your thoughts right here on the here and now, okay? I know that Jabba's palace seems like dangers lurking around every corner, but there's a strange stillness to this place that's almost sort of soothing at times, isn't there? I want you to bring your focus on the sounds of the desert wind, the distant chattering of droids. It's almost peaceful in a way, isn't it? Inside every situation, there's always moments of stillness that we need to focus on. The calm before the storm. When you're in situations like this, it's really important to find the moments of peace and take them where you can. You know, sometimes it's just the simple sound of the wind in the desert. But I've learned that even the toughest battles can be won, especially if you have patience. So I'm gonna need you to be patient with me, okay? I am gonna get us out of this situation. I don't want you to worry. I want you just to focus on your breath right now and being calm. Would it help if we did some deep breathing exercises together? Alright, we'll do some. I want you to remember that even though we're in chains right now, that does not mean that we're powerless, okay? So why don't we start off, we're just gonna do some nice, slow, deep breaths, okay? It's really important that we get our head in the right space right now. We can't have our thoughts clouded with fear. It's gonna stop us from being able to think clearly and get out of this situation. So I just really need you to focus all your energy on remaining calm. So what I want you to do first is I want you to clear your head, close your eyes. I want you to take a nice, slow, deep breath in through your nose and then out through your mouth. Good. Why don't you do that again, but try to do it even slower this time if that's possible. A nice, slow, deep inhale through your nose and a nice, long, deep exhale through your mouth. That was really good. Do one more time. Just want to make sure that your heart rate is lowering and your mind is becoming more clear. Alright, wonderful. So before we escape this place, literally, it's very important that first we escape in our minds. So we're going to do a visualization exercise. I want you to keep your eyes closed. And I want you to picture the beautiful oceans of Naboo or the lush, dense forests of Endor. Picture them as clearly as you can, with every last detail. But when you imagine these places, and this is very, very important, so listen carefully, you're not going to be picturing them with a sense of sadness and longing. You're going to imagine yourself walking through these places with a feeling of great gratitude and happiness to be back. It's very important that we put that energy out into the universe. That's how we help to make our dreams come true. We aren't longing for it because this is already our destiny. This is already our future. We have claimed it. It already belongs to us. So we can't picture these familiar places with any sense of sadness in our hearts, because we'll be telling the universe that we do not belong there. We need to picture them with gratitude. So keep doing that. Picture yourself in the forest of Endor, and you're so happy to be back, smelling this familiar scent of the lush, damp forest. You're walking on a dirt path through the forest of Endor, and there are gigantic tall trees that grow up as high as you can see, creating this beautiful, dense canopy of leaves all above you. The sunlight streams through the leaves of the forest, creating light shadows on the floor that almost seem like they're dancing. Up in the distance, you see two Ewoks walking happily together, chatting amongst themselves. They notice you, and they motion you to follow them, and you do. And as you follow them along this path, smelling all the wonderful scents of the forest, the damp soil, the moss, the ferns, you see that you're starting to approach the Ewok village, and you see the tree houses and the bridges and the happy, magical world. And you are so happy to be back. There's no sense of sadness in you. You know this is your destiny. You're not thinking of it as a wish. You are seeing it as a reality. This is our destiny. It's already happened. We've already made it back there. Picture how happy you are to be back. Feel your body beginning to fill up with joy at the prospect of sitting down and enjoying a wonderful meal with friends that wish you well and have nothing but good intentions for you. And as we sit in this treehouse together, feasting on a meal that's better tasting than any meal we've ever had in our entire lives, and we hear the distant rippling of a stream, the happy sounds of the Ewoks, and we're so cozy, and we're so at peace, and we're so grateful, aren't we? to know that we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through it together. I make you this promise, alright? It is a solemn promise. And the only thing I require of you is your 100% faith that we are going to get out of this situation. Can you give me that? Good. You know, you're a lot braver and a lot stronger than you give yourself credit for. In the time that we've been together, I hear how you say a lot of negative things to yourself. And you say a lot of negative things about our situation. And while I know it's obviously far from ideal, I need you to get yourself out of that headspace and start thinking like a warrior. Because you are a warrior. You just need to remember that. I've seen glimpses of it in you. I know that you do possess that warrior spirit, and I see the passion in you when you talk about your family and when you talk about going home. I just need you to harness all of that energy, all of that passion, all of that intensity that you've shoved deep down because you've been listening to the voices that put doubt into your mind. And I need you to kill that doubt. I need you to snuff it out. Like picture doubt as a candle and you're just pinching it out and not allowing it to cloud your mind any longer. And I want you to allow that warrior spirit to start to come back to the surface where it belongs. No longer buried, no longer covered by all those worries and insecurities. They're all gone. You have nothing but complete and utter faith in yourself and your abilities. And you know, you don't hope, you know that you're gonna get through this. Because you know in your heart and you feel it with every fiber of your being that we've already escaped. We've already survived this situation. Our destiny is written in the stars, and tomorrow is when we claim it. So for now, all I need you to do is get a good night's sleep. You're gonna need all your strength and energy for tomorrow.